Hey guys, welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today I'm going to be reacting to If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, episode 27, A Cat to Yarn, a Bird to Folly. Yes, made by Bruva, Alfabusa. If you want to check out my previous reactions to the other episodes, remember the playlist card is going to be at the top. Just click on it and you'll be able to access them. If you want to check out the original video as well as Bruva Alfabusa's YouTube channel, links are in the description below. Okay, let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Actually back on Terra?
Yes, you guys are back.
We're actually back on Terra.
We're actually back on Terra!
How absolutely golden.
Yes! Gold! Oh, you can't imagine how much I've missed gold! I'm finally home!
We haven't been gone for that long, you know.
Now you can change back into your custodian golden armor. But I kind of like you this way, you know, with silver and red. It's nice.
What? We've been gone long enough to fit in a stale road trip, a failed attempt at breaking and entering, a fratricide, and the procuring of Corvus Corax's eternal animosity!
These two Astartes beside Kitten. why are they still here? Are they going to be helping out Kitten?
I don't find any enjoyment in you putting it like that.
We've been meandering like a quarter-charged powerlifter in a dumpy warehouse! We have definitely been gone for that long, Magnus!
Vulcan almost broke my spine!
You don't have a bloody spine, you goldenous tosser!
Fuck you, Lehman! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
Nuts to Lehman!
Calm down, Magnus. Calm down. You have anger issues. Just try and control them.
You've got two other brothers to worry about.
Your weakness shows.
Oh, come on! It's not like I killed Vulcan. He is unkillable, lest you forget.
And what makes you so sure he still is?
I could sense his regeneration as keenly as my ever-present back pain. He's very much alive, I'm sure of it.
Good.
What, you thought some figure had gone and stabbed the perpetuality out of him or something?
And what if I did? The saying goes, only a Primarch can kill a Primarch, lest you...
Yeah, but in terms of... Well, no. No, actually, no. What happened? Conrad Kurz was assassinated by an officio assassinorum sent by his father. His father sent a hit on him. And, oh yes, Conrad Kurz has tortured Vulcan, you know, multiple times. Even, you know, killing him. But he always regenerated and came back to life. So, yeah, Vulcan cannot die by a Primarch. And Primarchs can be killed by people who are not Primarchs. Yeah.
You forget.
Conrad Kurz was assassinated by a mortal!
What? That's entirely irrelevant. Why would you even mention that?
Because it's true!
I don't care if it's true, it's not relevant.
Being right
Well, how is it not relevant?
is always relevant!
No, you're completely missing my
You
point.
don't have a point
Yes!
to make!
Yes, I bloody well do!
No, you bloody well
I
don't!
say
Stop, Dad. Fight.
Look! Shut up! I, Magnus, am right.
No!
You, companion, are wrong.
No.
And I will now proceed to inform you as to why.
No!
Vulcan still has his overpowered regenerative abilities. Thus, not even a fellow Primarch can kill him.
No.
Not me, not Russ,
No.
not Angron, and not Conrad Kurz. And he tried.
No.
Really, really hard.
No!
With a fork.
No!
In the case
A fork.
of every other Primarch, as far as we know, all of them can be killed by conventional means.
Would you make me a sandwich?
Yes.
Like being assassinated. By, say, an assassin. So there, I have obliterated your foundation. I am right. You can get off my bright red ass.
Oh no! my meager jerkin of legitimate concern is absolutely obliterated by your great stonking nitpick cannon.
I'd personally call it an intellectual inferno cannon.
Righty-ho! Use the scribbling Armageddon then. Hey, Magnus! As the assassin laid into him, Comrade Curtis could have chowed down on some Primarch cyanide. You bit the bump, mate. How's it feel?
Primarch cyanide. What do you mean? Kitten.
How am I debunked? Where in the warp would he find Primarch cyanide?
I don't know. Some Factorum milking Noctis juices out of blood rubbish, teensy.
What, deep in the kinky underbelly of Mars?
I was going to say the phalanx, but Mars works too.
Flying bionic fetuses were the Martian Mechanicus' idea for nice window dressing, so I suppose it makes sense.
And the entire planet is one big car boot sale.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Mars and boot sales, first off, are we cool now? Alright, great. So, I know we only just returned to Terra, but could you run, let's call it an errand for me? A final one?
No.
What?
I can only handle so much slapstick in a century, Magnus. I have a palace to keep. Be seeing you.
I haven't even told you the plan yet!
I don't give a shit!
Departing now.
But, companion! We're going to revive Father! Seems like got your attention.
What is it you want me to do? Tell me immediately.
You're not mad anymore?
Yes!
Yes, you're mad, or yes, you're not mad?
Let's go to my office!
Okay. I have a plan. One final plan. A plan that shall see the Imperium of 12,000 years ago rise from the carcass that remains, free from corruption, bureaucracy, and booinged baby meat.
Ew. Wait a minute, is that the Emperor in the portrait? Maybe, yeah.
This is my office, you know.
Companion! Have you ever heard of the Proteus Protocol?
Only briefly. It's a form of technology, correct?
Oh yes, a mythical one at that. The Proteus Protocol allows for the engrammatic knowledge, personality, will, and memory of any given individual to be transferred into a new body. With it, we could revive Father through a swift and painless mind transplantation.
Transferring him to a new body, okay, but is it going to be like a clone body, or is it going to be some other being that's been, abducted on Terra, and then, the Emperor's essence and his soul or his memories and everything that makes up the Emperor is going to be transferred into that body? I'm just wondering about that. Is it a clone, or are you guys going to abduct someone to become the new vessel for the Emperor? Because if it's a clone, I don't know if the Emperor would accept that. I've been told in the previous video that I reacted to, centered around the Emperor's children, Astartes, Fabius Bile. Fabius Bile and his legion have been suffering from an illness, and he has been trying to find a cure to it, and he wasn't successful. The only way for him to sustain his life was to transfer his consciousness into a clone body. And I came up with the idea that why doesn't the Emperor clone his body and transfers his essence, his being, his memories, everything that is about him into that clone body. But I've been advised that the Emperor would not be pleased about something like this, and the clone itself might try to kill itself. So yeah, it might not work with a clone body. It might not work, but with a human being that's just been abducted off the streets of Terra, maybe, I don't know, maybe the Emperor will accept. But let's see what the Emperor in Bruva Alfabusa's If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device says about this plan. But yeah, interesting.
Without him even realizing, we would grant him new flesh, saving him from the Golden Throne, ridding him of his pain and irrationality, bringing him back to the fore of the Imperium where he can actually do some good, lifting mankind to a new age, an age of understanding. All this thanks to me! And you.
I'm sorry, Magnus, but I'm doubting the veracity of your ambitions. Is there anything about this protocol you haven't mentioned?
Well, the technology is forbidden by Imperial law. But, according to intelligence stripping down the heretical grapevine, the Dark Mechanicum and its myriad of progressive cults.
You mean a technophila demographic?
Yeah, those guys. They claim the knowledge behind the Proteus protocol is stored in secret data vaults in the depths of Mars itself.
A Chaos Worshipper being a trustworthy source of information is about as probable as their living quarters being tidy.
Stop being fussy for just a moment, because here comes the clincher. Based on information extracted from some highly classified Mechanicus intel I dug up after we saved the High Lords, it turns out the Fabricator General himself is making use of this technology to avoid death.
The Fabricator General? Wow, I always did think it was a bit weird that he kept popping back up after inexplicably exploding.
Indeed. He is holding on to this technology to rule the Mechanicus eternally. It is corruption at its most quintessential.
So your plan is for us to travel to Mars and blackmail the Fabricator General. Not as harebrained as every other one of your plans so far. When shall we leave?
Oh, no. I won't be going. You'll be going on your own.
Okay.
You know what I see as an issue here is that the Fabricator General has kept this as a secret for the past 10,000 years or so, you know, when the Emperor could have needed technology like this to come back, you know, normally, instead of him being stuck in this skeletal form on the Golden Throne. Essentially, the Fabricator General has put the Imperium of Man in risk when there's a possible answer to helping out the Emperor this whole entire time, and it's just been on Mars, you know, in one of the vaults, and only to be used by him.
Why?
Look, I need to go check in with Father. For better or for worse, I have to inform him of the Vulcan and Korax situation.
Like, tell the truth?
No. I'll tell him we were going to Nocturne to check out that whole artifacts ritual had come to pass, and that it totally kind of did, except not really, and of course that Vulcan accidentally died in an accident when we were there, and also that Corvus Corax was present and is now blaming us for Vulcan's demise.
That's close enough to the truth to confuse me as to why you won't just tell the truth.
Because I am not telling that shrieking skeleton in a bag that we are trying to fix the Imperium in his stead. Simple as.
Fair. I'm sure he'll be content enough to hear the two other Primarchs re-entering the fold.
As content as a prisoner being passed a rasp.
Nevertheless.
You know, since the Emperor has, he's able to see what's going on with Karamazov / Starchild, I'm sure he's able to also sense and understand what's going on with all of his sons out there in the galaxy. So probably he already knows, what happened. Probably he already knows.
If I'll be one to travel to Mars, off-planet, on a political mission, a mission into the depths of Mars itself, a mission where my body tissue is at risk of turning into premiums for sentient slot machines, I will need to bring some choice allies.
Time to institute a healthy bonding experience!
No! Alright! I will need to get a hodgepodge of different units to get this to work. First, I'll get a squad
Get
of...
bikes!
No, I don't need bikes.
Bikes?
Not taking bikes is a mistake!
We do not need bikes for this mission.
You always need bikes!
We do not need bikes, we need politicians.
Why not politicians on bikes?
Bikes won't make arguing policy any easier.
You're arguing with the Adeptus Mechanicus. It literally will.
No bikes! I should be starting off with a squad of warriors from the Emissaries Imperatus Shield Coast, the Heralds of the Golden Throne. They are particularly...
You know that you are in the right, for you are the Emperor's word, and all are in the wrong, except the Emperor.
well-read diplomats, having mastered the subtle art of the guilt trip.
I thought we were going to discuss the Emperor's affinity with barbecue sauce today, but okay, sorry. My mistake.
Hammurabi Umfer! Could I have a word?
Captain General! You do not visit very often. What brings you here?
I am in need of your warriors, Shield Captain. We are going on a mission.
My warriors are always at your command, Captain General. Don't worry about me, though. I can just stay here.
You're coming too.
That is so generous of you.
That's all good, but this mission might need you to excavate the datascapes of ancient Mars, companion. You'd better bring some custodians specialized in digging holes.
I don't exactly have any Iron Warriors available.
Ha! That about digs holes again.
But I might have something better. The Shadowkeeper's Shielders. They are specialized in safekeeping the secrets buried beneath the Imperial Palace. They guard vaults containing ancient Dark-Tech abominations too dangerous to even comprehend. A perfect match for this mission.
What is that? Is that a custodian? No.
This is slightly uncomfortable.
Captain General,
Ah, Lock Warden.
have you again come to the palace's underbelly to bewail your crushed heart?
What?
You know you cannot keep doing this.
No!
Are we still talking about this? Oh my gosh. I still can't believe you, Kitten. You had a relationship with a Tau. Huh.
No! I am here for you and your keepers, Lock Warden.
And we're here for you, Captain General.
Stop!
Love is a strange thing, dude.
Not canon.
But sometimes a breakup is a blessing in disguise.
Shut up and get in fucking line, Lock Warden.
So, politicians and hole diggers. Just need some super anthrax and we got ourselves a hit job.
I am also going to need some transports.
Bikes.
Bikes are not transports.
They, by definition, are.
They aren't by classification. But coroner's grab carriers sure are. One of those should be enough.
If the pontoons on that thing were protruding upwards, it looked like a big boy sausage mobile.
What?
Besides that, I'll need tech priests, servitors, and other menials capable of extracting the protocol from the data vaults.
Shouldn't be an issue. This palace is like a thick brush of technophiles and mechadendrites.
I might also require some brawn. The datascapes of Mars contain many a mechanical spectre, so coming armed would be wise.
You should bring a dreadnought.
Just in case.
Okay, not a bad idea.
Yeah!
Brother Sturto, Brother Dacia, I am in need of your assistance. Really?
They're sleeping? Oh, okay. Try to wake them up somehow. I don't know how exactly, but yeah.
Really? Come on, lads, you just woke up. Isn't 500 years enough? I need brawn! Brawn!
Did somebody say wrong?
Brothers and toadies?
Little Kitten, please love you.
He kind of reminds me of the Fabulous Custodians, or maybe it's the opening, you know, soundtrack that, yeah, reminds me of the Fabulous Custodians. But yeah, you know, this dreadnought is also showing off muscles and long blonde flowing hair. I don't know how is that possible, but yeah.
Is your Captain General? Yes.
Little Kitten, It is good to hear your voice.
I hadn't realized you were awake, Santonis.
My master awakened me!
Yeah, of course you did. Would you like to go on a mission?
Finally, my thermic reactor is pulsating with excitement!
Alright, good. Come along then.
Yes, my cogs must be oily. And my locks shall be hydrated.
Yeah, go wash up in the dread shower. My host has been amassed, and we are ready to leave.
Whoa! Hold on! Why aren't all of them naked?
I'm sorry to
What?
report that not every custodian stopped using their armor.
That's disappointing.
If you want to see custodians naked, then the fabulous custodians are in the throne room with the Emperor. You can go there, Magnus.
Great, despawned figures, all of you.
The emissaries would have stripped if anyone had bothered to tell us to, but no one had the time to do that, apparently.
Look, let's be real. Wearing slick, black, gold-trimmed Alaris Terminator armor is just as erogenous as wearing nothing at all.
This is fair.
You honor us, Venerable One.
Humongous Terminator daddies.
Never applied that inflection to the word daddy again.
So, while they start preparing, I was considering donning my Captain General's garb to finally escape from this drab, silvery purgatory. But that might take a few extra hours because, honestly, that armor is 2 sizes bigger than me, so it's a bit of a struggle to crawl into, just so you're aware.
No!
You mean to tell me you don't have extras lying around, Kitten? Wow.
There is no time to be lost. I'll help you out.
Please, no.
What was she thinking?
Oh my gosh. It's, you know, a relationship is more than just about having an attractive body, you know. She had her other reasons why she broke it off with Kitten. But, yeah, he has an amazing body. It's true. Kitten has an amazing body.
This was incredibly unnecessary.
Little Kitten, you must swap more frequently.
I'm in no need of constructive criticism.
No more useless quibbling Armageddon, companion. Less time playing dress-up as more time spent necromancing father.
For terror's sake, part of my armor is still silvery. Did you do that on purpose?
No, that's just the malignant powers of Zinch roiling in whatever you wear.
What?
No worries, leave the armor in a tub of simple green overnight and it should be fine.
Oh, brilliant. That's our preferred degreasing brand anyhow. Oil spills are far too abundant in this palace.
There is passive aggression in the air.
It's not as passive as you'd like to believe, Santonis.
Like so much body oil.
Also, what is up with these feathers?
I surmised that keeping in contact with you might be wise, so I ripped off a part of my being and attached it to your armor. Those feathers contain a small fragment of my psyche. Mini Magnus, come forth!
I'm gross!
Whenever you are finished on Mars, just call upon Mini Magnus. He acts as a direct link from me to you, wherever we might be. Whenever you need teleporting back, just speak to the feathers and I shall hear you.
Understood. Then, if everyone is ready, send us to Mars.
Whip 'em good, companion.
Please send us to fucking Mars already! I want to crawl under the
Who are you?
dunes with my fingernails!
Now that that's underway, off to see father. Oh, fuck no! Imperials are so fucking nasty, I swear to the gods.
You know when a body part falls asleep and it feels like said body part is being punctured by 1,000 miniature needles in quick succession?
Acutely aware.
I feel that my eyeballs when I'm staring directly at Kamara. It is actually quite distressing.
Where are those jagged rascals taking the Inquisition again?
Have we heard of the Supreme Overlord of Kamora?
No, why would we have?
Good point.
Well,
So they're still focused on what's happening on Komara with Karamazov and Vect, if I'm not mistaken, as well as Lehman Russ. Alright.
the Triumvirate, what we like to call them now, are going to meet up with a Supreme Overlord Vect, spies on this city. Or, well, I say city, more like a sector-sized underhive with no gravity.
Correction. My brother Lehman and the Grey Knight are not to meet this Vect. Only walking Vestroyan stereotype, Fyodor Karamazov, will.
Odd, if you ask me.
Fyodor Karamazov, the Inquisitor?
Or like backseat lantern, with emphasis on seat.
Why would this Dark Eldar monarch reserve a meeting with a man wearing a potato sack when he has an actual honest-to-tearing Primarch there to deal with?
They are Eldar, Shield Captain. Naturally, they would assume the unswallest of the lot would be the figurehead.
Do not underestimate the Supreme Overlord, King Thigh-High. He is definitely aware Fyodor is no more.
Wait, Kara Crazy Pantsov is dead?
Not as much dead as overridden.
So he's dead. He's dead. Just say it, Emperor. Just say it. You killed his soul and you took over his body. You know, your Star Child form. Yeah.
Who is riding him?
No one. He is riding his throne.
Oh, that's how he controls the throne. Ah, that makes sense and is blandingly revolting.
Do you know what? Your loop battle brain could never grasp my explanation as anything more than a body double entendre, so there is barely a point in trying to describe to you my newfangled bond with Motor's body.
You are entirely correct in that assessment.
My brain?
What is normal to
I can sense him. The Red One returns to the fold.
About damn time.
The sausage spice boy returns.
I summon
Prohibition Hammer?
Prohibition's only ever expanded that.
Father?
son,
Brother.
Brother?
Hot stuff.
What?
curtailment. Proceed
Father, I have returned,
with chicken wings.
and I bring news of both stellar and substandard nature. Where the fuck?
After having been away for so many years, I would not have expected anything less.
What? Years?
At least 2 years.
What? No!
Yeah, well, you guys have been stuck in the warp, remember? You're dealing with the Crotalis, so yeah, some years have gone by.
I've been gone for like a month tops!
Did you come here to deliver me lies or news, Magnus?
What? Well, news, of course! And the first piece of news is that my companion, your
Kitten?
The Captain General? The Captain General, yes! Fuck, of course, that's right. Thank you. You?
My mind is no fortress. It is an open pasture ravaged by internecine conflict and chicken.
What?
Duly noted. So, yes, indeed, the Captain General is, unfortunately, not returning anytime soon.
I am aware.
You are... aware?
Unsurprising.
Why? Why is that unsurprising?
He is on Mars now, is he not?
What? How
Yeah, the Emperor knows everything. He knows everything.
do you... Well, what?
Magnus, you are more than aware that Father does not answer questions.
Still dating, Rogel.
Oh, that is actually unsurprising.
But I shall be honest with you, in part because I like your new wings. They complement your color palette.
Well, thank you. At least someone around here is capable of a feat such as honesty.
You may not remember, but you almost destroyed the palace some time ago.
Oh shit, really?
Exactly 2 years ago now.
You were very angry. You had to be deprived of your consciousness by the Captain General.
And we helped! I even flew with my femurs. Don't need no shitty wings.
Father refused to help calm you down, so all responsibility lay with the Captain General.
I was very busy doing Emperor things.
The worst part was that you nearly deconstructed several fabulous buttresses with your big head.
Oh, shit.
But the almost worst part was that while your anger management session was still ongoing, these three racketeers took advantage of the situation.
Oh, now, racketeers!
Come on, Lord Adorable, be my wingman for the sweet man.
They convinced the Captain General to resign from his role as caretaker in exchange for aid in tranquilizing you. In the end, they did not set up fortifications, defied gravity for no reason, and were naked. They were really bad at helping.
Again, unsurprising. You three have always been unswerving in your goal to make your Captain General feel like Grok's manure. You remind me of my brothers. The asshole ones.
That's...
Holy...
You mean the ones that did not support you in the Edict of Nicaea? Those ones?
shit, where did this word ship pile of corpses come from? I suspect foul play. Why, I'm funny.
Please, my glorious overlord, you must understand that we only did this because we wanted our chance to bask in the sun that is your being. Kitten has spent centuries tending to you, while our existences have been reserved for shooting rats and pressing benches. We needed reinvigoration. We needed to live again. And we can only truly live by your side. Please, my lord, do not think ill of us for this. I beg of you.
I do not.
Thank you!
In fact, I expected you to do this.
You did?
I did. I also expected Magnus to pick up the broken remains of the Sun Cat after the fact.
Oh my god, it's this again.
What? The sulfuric fumes this discussion is producing burns my brain.
Magnus, Shield Captain, have you ever played a game of regicide?
Obviously.
No, I'm not
No, I don't think so. If I have, I've forgotten.
a nerd, sorry.
Imagine your lives as inert pieces on a regicide board. Now imagine Father playing a game of regicide in order to fulfill his own goals. I hope you can follow this comparison, but I understand if you do not, for it is very esoteric.
Well, baby's first metaphor.
I am not an infant. I am many years old.
So, you expected me to take the Captain General along on some space adventures then? Do I even need to tell you what we've been up to, or did you imprint the ideas I've been having on my mind with some of your definitely not deity-like powers?
Tell me anyway. I might be surprised by your definitely not puppet-like autonomy.
Nah, you won't be surprised. You know everything already.
As if I wasn't dangling by threads all along, like a clown.
Did not mean to ruffle your feathers.
You are insufferably cocky.
So are you. But literally.
Ha, that is funny. Magnus has the properties of a
Quiet!
No.
No, yes! Fuck you, Dawn! I'm telling you about a journey now!
Tell us of the plans you
Magnus, focus, my guy, focus.
have hatched.
Okay. I first planned on using my newfound companion to remove the corruption at the heart of the Imperium by slaughtering the High Lords, much like the Grand Master of the Officio Sasnorn in the 32nd Millennium. That was quite inspirational.
And you failed.
Yes, obviously! As it turned out, they were all shape-shifting Xenos infiltrating the highest command in the Imperium.
How convenient.
Hold on for just a moment. Do you mean you saved the Imperium?
Well, technically, but not in the way we intended. After that, we went to Nocturne as I wanted to harness the power of one of Vulcan's most powerful doomsday machines, the Engine of Woes.
And you failed.
Yes, I did! I failed! Turns out Vulcan was alive!
Vulcan has returned?
Yes! And so has Corvus Corax, because he had apparently made a nest inside the Engine of Woes, like some shaggy plate-clad pelican!
Corvus too?
Sure you want to go compare people to birds right now?
Yes! And now Corvus hates me because he saw me as I accidentally killed Vulcan with the Engine of Woes because Vulcan was breaking my spine!
One.
Oh, you poor thing.
Corvus already hated you, too. You do not have a spine.
Calm down, brother. You sound like a screaming rat. Tell us more instead.
Fine, I will. Vulcan and Korax are on their way here now. Vulcan regenerated, obviously.
This is fortunate. The last report regarding Vulcan's fate I have ever received was during the War of the Beast. He fought the most substantially sized orcs who have ever faced the Imperium. The eponymous, the Beast.
Strange name for an orc. Usually, when orcs actually have names, the names are only there to highlight their identity as the utter apex of their rickety garbage fraternity. Like, for instance, Big Boss Goldlow Charisita.
Or War Boss Thigh Master.
Or Book-Bred Wolf Smasher.
Or Bad Stitch Red Thirster.
Or Gash Smash Weed Stasher Banana Slam Mam Tabaram.
Or Big Green. No, I swear that one is completely real. I was reading a book called Death World about the Kitten jungle fighters. Check page 19 of that book. It is right there, I promise.
You cannot
Big Green? Oh, okay.
treat. You keep forgetting this.
My glorious overlord, I am determined to learn.
I prefer the Beast as a name, for the Beast was just that. A beast.
Please do inform me more thoroughly of Vulcan's reappearance in the 32nd millennium.
I will do this. In the 32nd millennium, Vulcan existed. During that time, an apocalyptic orc war made an effort to fight every single life form in the galaxy. And they succeeded. Unfortunately for the orcs, this also meant attacking the world of Caldera, a planet which Vulcan had insisted upon defending with his life.
Caldera? Caldera. Alright. It kind of suits Vulcan. Yeah, it kind of suits Vulcan.
Caldera. That rings familiar. Was it not a world that Vulcan, named after he, Ferris, and Mortarion, last of which had previously fallen scarce, had conquered together as part of the 154th Expeditionary Fleet?
Yes, but first he lit it on fire.
I mean, the very name Caldera. Because, you know, a caldera is like it's a volcano, right? Or should I say it's like a large magma chamber that's been bottled up, if I can say that. And, you know, if there should be any pressure being built up in that magma chamber and the lava proceeds to rise up to the surface, it will hit on the crust, and eventually, due to high pressure, it will explode and all the lava will come out of that magma chamber, and yeah, it will be a very huge explosion, a very huge volcanic eruption. And, you know, we call those kind of volcanoes that are not typically seen as a volcano as caldera volcanoes. I think that's how it goes. Yes. If I'm wrong, in the comment section you guys can correct me. But I think it's like an underground or unseen volcano. Yeah.
Oh, well, shit.
That's not hamstringing the horse straight out of the box or anything.
The human tribes upon the planet had come to worship Elder Exodites as their saviors, a wretched behavior even he could not allow.
Ah, thusly Vulcan had the planet turned into a Promethean sun.
Title drop!
Who is this Norman and why did you let him in?
After setting the planet on fire, killing all its inhabitants, Vulcan swore to protect the world with the same ferocity as he would his own homeworld.
Preserving
But why, when there's nothing there now, since he's burnt everything to the ground?
a world of charred corpses entirely out of guilt is a very Vulcan thing to do.
When the orcs attacked it 1,500 years later, Vulcan returned to the planet to uphold his vow. And as Vulcan was slain, the orcs invading Caldera, the Inquisition found out about his reemergence.
Did they confuse him for a massive demon and virus bomb the planet?
No. They attempted to force him into leading the Imperium.
It is always one or the other.
After the orc threat was abolished on Caldera, Vulcan joined the Imperium's forces led by an Imperial Fist, one of my sons, going by the wall name of Slaughter.
Amazing name.
Slaughter?
The total action hero he was. I am Slaughter, greatest hero of them all!
This is true, but we are speaking of Vulcan now. Recognizing the great beast as the war boss of this entire operation, Vulcan decided to mount an assault upon its headquarters, a massive temple war machine stationed upon the planet of Ulanor.
Oh wow, Ulanor.
Ulanor? I think I know that planet, Ulanor. It sounds familiar.
Huh? Seems like the orc spores weren't properly disposed of. Really proves that the orc genome can make it through anything, even toxic emissions from absolutely fucking atrocious family reunions! And not even Vulcan could quite regenerate from those!
Wait, Ulanor is that planet where they had their parade, right? And where the Emperor then gave the title of War something, I forgot. War Master, yes. War Master to his son, Horus Lupercal. Yeah, okay.
Suppose the Great Beast was a sort of descendant of that one war boss that Horus threw from a tower. Remember that? Truly an inspiring moment.
Stop distracting me, and I shall conclude the tale of Vulcan's fate.
Please do, you fetid white-haired little goblin.
Vulcan faced the beast alone, but even with Vulcan's unquestionably extensive muscles, he was unable to kill it. They were too evenly matched. Ultimately, Vulcan made a desperate attempt to rid the galaxy of this green menace. He sacrificed himself by tackling the beast into the temple machine's power generators, detonating them, shattering the war machine in its entirety, and saving the Imperium from one substantially sized issue. For a time. Then it came back, and there were 5 others. The War of the Beast was weird.
Wow, yes, this does make an uncomfortable amount of sense. The power generators in orc war machines tend to run on pure war powers.
War power, what a name.
This would mean that Vulcan bathed his being utterly in the collective psyches of billions of orcs. Evidently, upon his recent return, the results have been, well, when I last met Vulcan, I could not help but notice that he wasn't quite the same. I mean, of course not.
It's like he has split personalities, you know. But it's still Vulcan. You know, he's still kind, he's still compassionate to his brothers. He's always hugging them. It's just that at sometimes he would speak with a very violent undertone behind it, but it's still Vulcan, yeah.
None of us are the same.
I am still me.
But he's a special case.
My daily 5-minute mirror gazing reinforces this.
What do you mean, Magnus?
I don't mean to worry you.
Saying that amplifies my worry.
Remember how soul fusion is a thing that can occur?
Yes.
Sounds gross.
Of course I remember, you should.
See, I think part of the orc gestalt consciousness might have fused with Vulcan's mind. He has these little fits, you see.
So my son is now half-orc.
Yes?
Fan-fucking-tastic. One boy is half-demon and one half-orc. What an absolutely horrid way to get an extended family.
My flesh is this rather foreskin. Our brothers-in-law are orcs. Would you imply Primarchs are our brothers? Stepbrothers, maybe?
The whole concept of family is losing its appeal by the second.
Hey Magnus, you ever heard of Wincest?
Delete.
He's gone? Like, dead?
Oh no.
Say, Magnus, hypothetically, if you and Vulcan were to fuse, would I get one whole son and one absolute abomination?
No, I think we'd become 1/4 calculated, 1/4 cuddly, and 2/4 bane of all spines.
My spine has shattered upon the very concept.
Magnus, you must tell us of Corvus now.
I have not much to tell, in all honesty. He has a really depressing beard, and I'm fairly certain he's been stuck inside the Engine of Woes for centuries. He'd probably pass the time writing heavy-handed poetry about birds and super death birds.
This sounds accurate.
Yes, it does.
Despite the fancy new curse words Corvus will no doubt shower me in, it is genuinely good to hear of their return. I expect them home by next month. So, in 5 years real time.
5 years. Oh wow. So they'll be spending like a month in the warp. Well, you know, in the warp it'll be like 5 months, but in the real world it will be 5 years. Wow.
I'm planning on getting him a chronometer for his birthday.
He has a birthday?
Now there is only one question left to be answered. Remember how we spoke about your talent for finding failure earlier?
I unfortunately remember.
Follow-up question to that would be, exactly what kind of mission have you set the flaxen cylinder up to horribly fail at?
Oh, shit.
Would you like to take a break?
Yes!
Good. We will reconvene in 84 years.
Why?
Hey, I know we're kind of past it now, but should we have mentioned how the beast held Terra at gunpoint with a weaponized remover?
No. No.
We have sandwiches.
That is the scones!
Scones are sandwiches.
No!
Scones are not sandwiches.
They are cakes!
Exactly. Very delicious cakes, I must add. I mean, if you put some jam on them, not peanut butter, but jam, especially like if it's strawberry jam, and you drink it with coffee or you drink it with tea, with milk. Delicious.
No, you don't put buttermilk cheese on cakes.
You are supposed to put clotted cream and jam on top.
I'm not sure about the cream, but jam, magnifique.
Scones are not cakes. Cakes are supposed to be sweet.
Force Commander! Scones are sweet!
No, you do not use sugar to bake scones.
Gah! You dare?
Scones are sandwich breads.
Scones are not fucking bread!
Yes, they are made of bread.
You dare?
You must put a stop to these giant tales to see what the true and faithful are made of.
You will stop. One way or the other.
No.
I want this soundtrack. It sounds so nice, so relaxing.
Och det är så hörde du var tagen mig. Pappa, jag saknar dig.
What? Okay, alright. I think that was Bruva Alfabusa right there. Yeah, guys, this is it for If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, episode 27, A Cat to Yarn, A Bird to Folly, made by Bruva Alfabusa. Man, I want to buy scones now. After the discussion those two Astartes had, I think I need to go to a supermarket and go buy some scones. Yeah. Ugh. I can just imagine myself right now eating them. Okay. Yes, this episode, interesting. It seems that Magnus has a plan to try and revive the Emperor, if I can say that, by transferring his consciousness into a body. I'm still trying to ascertain whether this body is going to be a clone of the Emperor, or is it going to be someone who willingly gives their body to the Emperor, or they have to abduct someone on Terra or anywhere else, and his mind will be transferred into that person's body, and whether the Emperor is actually going to accept such a plan. But he already knows of this plan, I think. I think he already knows of it. He just wants to hear the plan from his son, and he'll give him his answer. And yeah, Kitten assembled his diplomatic mission for Mars, and they've all left over to Mars, and let's hope they're able to collect this device, or the knowledge enabling to create this device for the Emperor to transfer his soul into a different body. And yeah, the Emperor as well as Kitten have been stating that Magnus has been gone for quite some time now. He's been gone for quite some time in the warp. For him, it felt like a month had passed by, but in the real world, it was like a year or 5 years have passed by. So it took a long time. And Magnus can't seem to understand that fact. He's quite surprised, which I find also quite surprising, since he should be well versed in everything that has to deal with the warp. So yeah, that was quite interesting. And we also had a discussion or a debate on, whether Primarchs can be killed by other Primarchs, or is Vulcan, immortal, truly immortal. And yeah, Vulcan is immortal. Primarchs can be killed by Primarchs, but Vulcan cannot be killed by Primarchs. Yes. And we also had a little short story of, Vulcan destroying a planet, or setting the planet on fire and renaming it as Caldera, and how he's also been fighting against some war bosses from the Orcs, and from that conflict he had with those Orcs, their consciousness went into Vulcan, and now Vulcan is part Primarch and part Orc, all at the same time. And yeah, he's still Vulcan though, even though there is that part of him that's orcish, he still acts and still loves, and he still is, Vulcan around his Astartes, around his Primarch brothers, and I'm sure he'll still be the same when he's around the Emperor. But yeah, the Emperor's happy, his sons are coming back, Corvus Corax as well. And Lehman Russ, he's still dealing with Vect as well as Karamazov, the Star Child. So yeah, I don't know when are they going to come back. It seems to me that situation with the Dark Eldar is going to take some time, because there's some machinations of court, intrigues, and plotting and scheming. So we might not get out of Kamora anytime soon. But the other brothers, Vulcan, Corvus, they will come back after their road trip across the galaxy. And Magnus is here. So yeah, the brothers who are still alive and who have not given themselves over to chaos are coming back. I'm still waiting for Petarabo, because Petarabo is out there. I'm just wondering whether he will come back too. Yeah. Okay guys, I guess that's it for today. If you guys want to check out the original video as well as Bruva Alfabusa's YouTube channel, the links are in the description below. If you like my reaction, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos. And I'll see you guys. It's Monday today, so hopefully I'll see you guys on Thursday. Yeah. hopefully. These days I can't keep up with my schedule. Alright, bye bye.